So as Warren Buffett once said, be fearful when those are greedy and greedy when those are fearful. This is a situation that I really think sums up where we're at with the market right now. It has been so long where we've seen these artificial prices, not only in real estate, but the stock market in general, that prices are inflated well above what I believe that they should be on the market. And this is kind of well known across the industry. A lot of people have a similar mindset behind it. And with the right strategy, right? Dollar cost averaging, it doesn't matter all that much because you're going to be, bringing your cost basis down or up based on what's happening with the market. And over time, you're going to get a solid return from it. However, there are some prices on the market that are just too good to pass up. And for someone who's been on the sidelines from the stock market for the better part of a year now, there was no better opportunity for me to jump in when I saw some of the prices of the stocks dipping. So I'm so excited to be jumping into this video. I'm going to show you exactly where I made a $600 investment. And it strays away from that dividend trend that I typically follow. So, when I see an opportunity there, I want to jump on it, take advantage of it. And I think this goes to show there's money to be made in the short term and in the long term on the stock market today and for the foreseeable future. So let's just jump right in. So I will say that it is awesome to jump into the stock market and see it up quite significantly, right? 2.64% on my portfolio, close to $650, which is just awesome. So there are a couple stocks that I was able to buy using dividend payments that had come in the past. So I think I had a buying power of around $650 or something like that. And I spent about $600 on a couple different stocks here. And that was just a very solid opportunity to get in after hours yesterday. And if you guys weren't already, I would definitely recommend going over to my Instagram and give my Instagram a follow. I posted these trades immediately as soon as I bought in. And, it's just something I'm trying to be a little bit more active on Instagram. But anyways, just getting into what that portfolio is looking like here. So, couple trades that I did make, and a lot of you guys may already be aware of how much these had dipped, but I got into Amazon after hours yesterday. You can see it trending up just a little bit today. But if you look over that past week, there is quite a significant drop that we saw happen. It was upwards over 20%. And it dropped all the way down to close to $100, and that's where it's sitting right now. So I thought it was a really solid buying opportunity, not only in the short term, if you wanted to make a quick trade just to capitalize on it. Again, being greedy when others are fearful. A lot of people straying away from the stock, getting out of it. But I thought it was a really good time just to jump in. So you can see my return so far on this right now is 13%. So had I been like a day trader or something like that, I think this was up close to 20% at one point. I mean, it's been pretty solid with this investment. I pretty much got it at the low of the low. And in the future, it might trend downwards, but realistically, like whatever happened with Amazon, this is now at pre-COVID pricing. And I know that Amazon isn't really going anywhere. This is kind of like the types of stocks that I really love investing in because they're so well established. They're almost like built extremely well to the point where it would be impossible to fail. Amazon is quite the innovator, right? They're looking to branch into so many different realms and get involved and be disruptors in so many different ways. And I think that we're really surface level for everything that Amazon has to offer. And so when there is a dip of this much, I tend to block out what actually is going on around the market and really look at, okay, let's look at the future of this investment and the potential that it has here. So to get in at pre-COVID prices, which we haven't seen for a number of stocks in such a long time, I thought this was just a really solid buying opportunity. And Amazon is one of those companies that I had been investing in the past, and it's something that I will continue to invest in for the future. And so I thought, hey, why not jump in and just get my money working for me here? And got in at the average cost of $88.44. And it's sitting right around $100 right now. Another investment that I did decide to make, and this one, you can go back and forth on with how they have been performing. I mean, they've been really dropping for a while. But again, once this got down to like the $100 price point, I thought it was a pretty good opportunity to buy in at a pretty solid dip as well yesterday. So I thought, hey, what the heck? It's down 68% on the year. So this obviously used to be Facebook, now Meta. I think there's so much potential for the metaverse and what's to come out from it, and that I think the technology is a little bit ahead of where most people are right now. So I thought it would be good just at this cost basis of $97 to jump in and just see what happens. At the end of the day, this $100 isn't going to make that big of a difference, big impact in my life, but it does really helped me just get back into the market. One thing that I have learned about myself over the past year is that I'm a really routine driven person. So for example, when I stopped posting YouTube videos, it was like I almost stopped it altogether and couldn't really get back into it. Now, when I find the motivation to finally start posting again, right, and getting back into that rhythm, it's going to be, something that's full force. I don't really take off, and I'm really driven in that aspect. Well, that translates over into the stock market. Now, even for this particular investment where I had around $650 that I could have invested a while back, it was just kind of sitting there, and I wasn't really inspired to get back in, do too much research and look at different investments I could make. That on top of a lot of expenses that were coming with my property and the house that I bought and all the renovations that I needed to do, where I kind of needed some cash as well. But at the end of the day, what this trade or investment rather has allowed me to do, I can already feel it. Like I'm fired up. When I first started investing, it wasn't really as important to me what stocks I were investing in, as weird as that sound, or what ETFs I were investing in. What was more important was actually putting myself into the market, putting my money there, and just watching what happens, because I get really excited. If the market is going up and the investments are going up, it feels really great, and it inspires you to want to put more money in. If the market's going down, you're thinking to yourself, well, how can I start beating this? How can I do better and really buff up my portfolio? And it always leads back to putting more money into the stock market. So it really fires me up to actually continue investing and building this portfolio and building my wealth journey, if you will. So this is kind of, I think, going to just spark that and get me back into more investments. And I can't wait to share all those along the way. Now, again, if you guys want to know firsthand, give me a follow over there on Instagram. You'll see a lot of the trades that I do end up making, but a lot to come on this channel in the future for building those portfolios and different strategies. My mindset has changed a little bit when it comes to investing and where I'm going to be putting my money and the types of investments I'm making. Still love dividends, everything about that strategy as well. But I think there's going to be more, not only dividend content, growth content, a couple different things. So be sure to follow if you guys aren't. And thanks for checking out this video, and have a great day.